Tale as old as time, true as it can be. I feel like a princess right now. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Yesy. Welcome. So today's video is going to be on this look right here. Does this remind you of anyone? So if you thought Belle, you thought right. This is my Belle inspired makeup tutorial. Now you can do this for Halloween, you can do this for Disney, for a night out, for whatever you want. But I figured that I would do a Halloween video, and one of my favorite princesses is Belle, and I've been watching a lot of Beauty and the Beast lately because my daughter is obsessed with Beauty and the Beast. So I got the idea to do a Belle inspired makeup tutorial for Halloween. I'm not too good at like special effect makeup or stuff like that. Like that's just not really my lane, but I did want to do a Halloween tutorial for you guys. So I figured why not do a pretty princess, and Belle is awesome. I came up with this look right here. Honestly, you can wear this for pretty much anything, but just doing the hair and throwing on a yellow dress, and I just feel like a princess. I feel like Belle. So yeah, if you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Alright. So let's start off with some primer. We are going to do our face first. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Nourishing Primer. We want this skin to be nice and nourished. So for foundation, we're going to be using the Born This Way foundation. I am in the shade Warm Nude. I wanted something really beautiful and flawless, not too matte, so I felt like this was the perfect foundation for the occasion. I'm going to go in with a second layer because I want my skin to look super flawless. You can honestly use whatever foundation works best for you, whichever one makes your skin look beautiful, flawless, yet hydrated at the same time. You want your foundation to look effortless because you are turning into a princess, and princesses just have effortless, beautiful skin because that's how Disney made them. So now for concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Creases Concealer. This is a very nice, full coverage yet dewy concealer. So I just want my under eyes and everything to look fresh. Okay, so now we are going to be setting our under eyes and basically everywhere where we put that concealer, and I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. It is your airbrush silk finishing powder. Back in, make sure there's no creases, and then set the under eyes. You see how it instantly like smooths and mattifies it? Get this side and look at this side, but it still has a natural sheen to it as well. That's why I wanted to use this concealer, because it gives a nice, really dewy, hydrating finish. But once you put this powder over it, that is like a poreless matte powder, it smooths everything out and it reduces some of the shine, but it still has a nice natural finish to it. I'm going to powder my entire nose. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the brows. I'm going to do my brows a little bit differently, so I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm doing. I have way thicker brows than Belle does. Obviously, Belle has very thin, perfect little brows. So I'm just going to be doing my brows with a pomade instead of a brow pencil, just so it's a little more sharper and cleaner. So I'm going to take this Morphe pomade, I think that's what it is. It is a brow cream, and it's in the shade Mocha. It's this like brown color. So I am going to take my eyebrow brush. I'm going to comb my brows up and start defining my brow. So now I'm going to dip into this Kat Von D brow powder. It is in the shade medium brown. And I'm going to go over. Okay, so my brows are looking a little thick and a little bit dark. So I'm going to take this little brow powder trio that I've had like forever. And I'm going to dip into the lightest shade. I typically use this for my white hairs, like to fill in. But I'm going to use it on my brows to lighten them up a little bit, at least in the front. I'm going to use a little bit of concealer to clean up the brows. I'm gonna go into this L'Oreal palette and take the first white shade right here and use that to highlight the brow bone. And then for the tops of my brow, I'm just gonna go back into the It Cosmetics powder and with a smaller brush just set that. I don't want that to be so shiny. So now let's move on to the eyes before we finish off the rest of the face. I'm going to prime my eyes with this Luscious Angel Eyes Eye Primer. I usually do this with my fingers, but since I highlighted my brow bone already, I'm going to be taking a small little synthetic brush and priming my lids. So I'm going to take the second powder in that L'Oreal palette and just set all of that. So honestly, Belle doesn't really have eyeshadow in the cartoon. Like the cartoon picture doesn't really have much eyeshadow. It's more like liner and lashes, but we do want to do a little something because we are a princess and we are going to be going to the ball. So I'm going to take this warm brown shade right here in this L'Oreal palette and with a fluffy brush begin to put that in our crease so we can define it a little bit. So I wanted something a little more cool tone brown, so I'm going to dip into the Dream Street palette and take the shade The Taurus right here and deepen out our crease a little bit. I'm going to take that same Taurus shade, but I'm switching brushes to the M433 brush by Morphe. Dipping into that Taurus shade and concentrating that on my outer corner, much lower than the other shades. We are slightly winging out this look a little bit. Okay, so for our lid color, I'm going to be taking a really light yellow gold. And I'm gonna go into the Morphe Armed and Gorgeous palette and I'm gonna take the shade Guilt Trip right here. And I'm gonna be taking a flat brush, but it's a little more thicker than I'm used to and a little more, I guess, like packed with brushes and dense because I don't want the color to be so packed on. I want it to be more of like a wash of gold. Let's dip right into it. And let's just swipe that on our eye. Dip back into it. And now I'm taking this color a little bit higher just to give the illusion of a bigger lid. I'm gonna go back into the Taurus and lightly blend out the edges. Alright guys, so we are going to attempt a wing liner because Belle does have a nice defined wing, I guess you can call it. So my gel liner is super old and doesn't work because I never use gel liner and it's really, really old. So what I'm going to do is take this felt tip, but I'm not very good with felt tips. So I'm going to paint some of it on my hand and take this brush, this little e.l.f. eyeliner brush, and work very quickly. Now we're going to take a little makeup wipe, clean up the edges to give that cat eye effect up, and then clean it up with concealer again. Alright guys, that was super stressful for me, but I think it came out pretty decent considering. Okay, so for the bottom lashes, she doesn't really have a lower lash line, but I don't think I can leave it so bare, so I'm going to take the shade the Taurus and really closely line my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take this little smudger brush that has no product on it and just blend that lower lash line out. I just want to create some kind of shadow down there, make the illusion of my eyes looking a little bigger, but not doing too much to the under eye because she really doesn't have anything on her under eye. So now for our inner corner, we're going to go back to the L'Oreal palette, and I'm going to take this middle shade right here, which is a very light white, but with like a little bit of gold in it, and put that in our inner corner. I kind of want it to pop a little, so I am going to take the white shade in the palette and put some of that on there as well. And just to retouch that brow bone, let's put some of that white shade on there too. All right guys, so now we're gonna move on to mascara and lashes. For lashes, I'm gonna take these lashes from the brand Baddington Lashes. What style are these? These are the Monroe 3D Silk. I've already used them. They were actually like a full band, but I cut them already into halves because that is just how I like to wear my lashes. I don't like to use the full bands. I like to cut them in half and only put them in my outer corners. And good thing for Belle, she has that type of lash as well. She just has like a really strong outer corner lash. So that is what we're gonna be doing. So while that one is drying, I'm gonna go back into the mascara and intensify my inner corner lashes and blend the other lashes as well. Okay, so I'm gonna tightline a little bit with some black eyeliner. I am going to take a little bit of the Bye Bye Pore setting powder and with a big fluffy brush, just dust over my face a little bit. Because we do have some shine peeking through, which is not a problem, but I want a more natural finish, not so much dewy. All right guys, so now I want to contour a little bit. We're gonna move on to the rest of the face because our eyes are pretty much done. I'm just gonna do some lower mascara, but I'm gonna do that towards the end because I don't wanna ruin anything else in my makeup while I'm moving my face. So I'm gonna be taking this Morphe contour palette. It is the 8H palette, and I'm gonna take the lightest shade, which is Donut, and I'm taking this small little Luxie brush, and we're going to contour the face. Starting at the hollows of the cheeks and moving on to the forehead. I kind of want to swoop up a little bit to create these like really high cheekbones. A little bit around my neck. Then we're going to move on to some bronzer. I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution Vivid Bronzer. It is in the shade Golden Days. It has a nice sheen to it. So I'm going to be taking this big fluffy brush and warming up the skin just a little bit. And now for blush, I'm going to be taking this Milani blush in the shade Romantic Rose. I thought it was perfect because, you know, Beauty and the Beast, Rose. We're going to be putting that on the apples of the cheeks. So I do want to contour my nose a little bit as well, and I'm going to be taking the shade Donut from that Morphe contour palette and lightly start contouring the nose. So the next step that I'm going to do is I really want to brighten up my under eyes. So I'm going to be taking the KKW Beauty Brightening Powder in the shade 2. I just want you guys to know this has the worst packaging ever. So I'm dipping into my brightening powder and just brightening up that under eye. This powder is everything. Look at this. Look at how bright and flawless my under eyes look. I'm gonna take a little bit and just carve that out. Take a big brush and just blend everything out a little bit. So I'm going to take this really little brush and I'm going to go down the center of my nose to brighten it up a little bit with the KKW Beauty Brightening Powder. So now for highlight, I want something really beautiful and ethereal. So what I think I'm going to do is use two highlights. I'm going to go into the Ofra highlighter in the shade Beverly Hills. It's like, looks like this. And I'm going to swirl my brush around, tap off the excess, and just so I do want to take this look up a notch and put a little bit more glow. So I'm going to be taking this little ColourPop loose pigment. It's like a loose highlight, I think it is. I'm not sure. It's the Luster Dust. And I'm going to take the shade Know Me. Is it Know Me? Yes, I'm going to take the shade Know Me. And guys, a little bit goes a long way with this. And dust it on just the high points. Just to give it that, ooh, look at that. Belle's gonna be glowing. Now I'm gonna take the little brush as well and pop that in the center of my nose. So last but not least is the lips. So Belle does have kind of like a pinky mauve-y kind of lip. So I'm gonna take this lip liner from the brand Jordana called Twani. It is a nice little mauve lip liner and we're gonna line our lips. Now for lipstick, I'm going to take the ColourPop Luxe lipstick in the shade Little League. It's a pretty little mauve pink color. Alright guys, let's put on some setting spray. Alright guys, so I'm going to put on my gown and fix my hair and I will be right back with the final look. Alright guys, this is the final look. I threw on my old ball gown and I'm ready to meet my beast. So I went ahead and threw on some lower lash mascara and put on a dress and did my hair in the traditional Belle bun situation. And that is it. This is the Belle makeup inspired look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. It was honestly super fun for me to recreate and this look came out way better than expected. I was just kind of winging it from looking at Belle and something that I feel like Belle would wear to her ball. So this is the look that I came up with and I'm super proud of it. I feel like I do look like Belle. Like, I feel like a princess right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys recreate this look, not only for Halloween, but you can recreate this if you're going to Disney or if you just want to feel like a princess. And this makeup look, honestly, you can go out with this makeup look too. So it's not just like a Belle costume makeup look. You can totally do this on a regular night out or whatever you want. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe and turn on your post notifications to see when I post my next video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!